Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Ishto Sukule here, and today we are looking at another Halo 5 Forge map made by me. It is called Haruspis. I can't say the name. It's a Forerunner thing. And I will explain kind of how that Forerunner name fits. The Forerunner name is it was a title given to elevated foreigners entrusted with studying and watching over the domain. That is some Halo lore for people who didn't know. Uh, the map name is very unique, and I thought it kind of fit being a Forerunner map. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little cinematic view that I'm going to be giving as I fly through the map. And as I said before, the map, whenever I showed off the new Forge project, was going to go through a few different changes, like the spawn area. This here is the spawn, where there's a downed pelican, a few human weapons inside, a warthog. It's a small spawn, doesn't need to be too big, because too big, and then it's kind of like, well, what's the point? You're just wasting objects. But moving on, moving on from the spawn, I told everybody again that this map was going to go through a lot of different changes, and some stuff might be deleted, and some stuff might stay. One of the things that did stay is the big tall walls. The one thing that did not stay was the certain rocks that I used at the top of the map. And why is that snow ramp glowing? I cry. But anyways, moving on to the map, this is the final area that did stay the same and that didn't really change very much, besides this one elevated area over here. This elevated area only was added because in Comabt Evolved, there was some little small ramped up terrain where the Covenant would have some shade turrets sitting up in certain areas, and I thought, you know what, let's kind of keep the theme of this old styled map intact and try to do it as best as possible. And again, I hope I kind of gave everybody that old school vibe. I did keep the shade turrets. I put some, Covenant vehicles, 2 ghosts and wraith, and some portable shields. Moving on the inside of the Forerunner structure. The Forerunner structure here took me a long time to build, and for some reason the lighting is going weird. It was not like that when I first actually got onto the map. Don't know why I did that. It happens every once in a while. I guess it's just the glacier objects on title along with the rain stormy skybox. Moving on, here's the first room that probably everybody saw in the thumbnail and people who see on Twitter. This room here, I spent so much time and effort trying to get this room down to the point to where it looked like it came out of Comabt Evolved or Halo 3. For those who haven't played Halo 3 or have been in Halo 3 and seen these rooms, they are in Assault on the Control Room. No, not Assault on the Control Room. Kind of like that, mission. They're near the control room where to activate Halo, and some of them are off the beaten path, and you can find them. It's just that you have to kind of explore a little bit. But I tried my best to get these pillars the way they were with the design and like the little back design here, along with these little cover pieces that are kind of sitting here in between the pillars that are connected to the Forerunner beam. Spent so much time doing that, along with the wall decals over here with the emissive lights. Really wanted to try to get this map to have like a nice, interesting Forerunner feel to it. I tried to make sure that the walls weren't blank and it wasn't just a flat canvas. And I wanted to give everybody that old classic feel, so that way they feel like they're in their old, kind of like a throwback and bring back some memories for people who played split screen on Comabt Evolved and played with their friends at the house. Moving on, in this room is a small little Forerunner, kind of like just a small Forerunner room with some Covenant stuff. In this room, there's some Covenant weapons, some old classic Covenant crates that I built. I spent a lot of time trying to get this map down to what some Forerunner stuff is. A lot of times for Forerunner design, Foreigners, a lot of their stuff, you don't know what's there. Sometimes this room could possibly have been like a teleporter room, and then where that turret is probably a teleporter that, if the Covenant was to activate something, would probably kill one of their guys, or make them kind of teleport somewhere, or kind of like how the super carrier in Reach did, kind of teleport half their body or whatever. We don't know what happened. But I tried to keep the classic Covenant crates that I made. Wanted to put those down on the map and change the color from the Twilight Violet to the grape color, so that way they kind of fit the theme of this map as best as possible, along with the color for the portable shield. But moving on, we are going to go now to the final room. Now, the final room, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what exactly do I want to do with it. It's one of those rooms that it's like you're about to finish a map, but you don't know what else you need, and you've already used a bunch of stuff, but you don't know what exactly to do. That's what this room was here. And then I finally figured out what to do. Made the room a big open room and made it into a map room. Now this map room, I tried my best to make it feel like a map room, but also kind of like just a room that kind of shows you just kind of like a galaxy thing. And like there's a few things that I tried my best to kind of give it a feel of. I don't know exactly where I got most of the ideas for this room from, but I feel like I've gotten them from a few different areas in Halo and a few different Halo games. There's a few things in here that reminds me of Comabt Evolved, and a few things that I think reminds me of something I've probably seen in Halo 3, but it's hard for me to really remember exactly where I've seen a lot of these things. I tried to make sure the floor wasn't flat, and I was trying to figure out something, well, it has to be flat, but like had some detail to it, but I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to use, so I looked for some infantry bridges, put them in this little, box here, and then put some corner pieces to make the platform, and then use some trapezoids as the pillars there to add some detail. I also added in some music here, so that way it's not a dead room, and you can actually have something to look at along with some music. But I spent a lot of time trying to make sure that this looked exactly the way it was supposed to. And then over here I added some, Covenant little screen decals with some planets and like an activation thing and some buttons, along with a signal showing that the terminal is up and running. And I thought it would be cool to have the terminal in the center, and how the room is in the center of the room, and kind of have that just pop up to where you had to step back and be like, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this map. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I tried my very hardest trying to get this map down as best as I could, and tried my hardest to make sure that the map felt exactly like Comabt Evolved. I also made my Spartan, in a Mark V set, so that way I could kind of get into that feel and let you see what it would look like if you decide to throw that armor on and kind of just come in here and, explore. But again, if you guys enjoyed the map, please share the video. Please share it on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you guys share stuff, or Instagram, and share it to your friends, and so that way the video can grow, and the map can also be saved by a lot of people, so that way people can see it. And also, help my channel grow as well. Please also leave a like and comment of what else you would like me to build, because I built this map because someone said build a snow map on Retainer. They told me to build a snow map on the map in the video for Retainer, and I said, okay, I'll do it. So I built a snow map outside, and then the inside is a nice big Forerunner area. But yeah. Also, for the Forge contest, I didn't say this in the video for Retainer. The Forge contest is a very simple thing and you can easily enter it. The Forge contest is build an aesthetic map of whatever you want, and how to submit your map. I didn't say that in the whenever I was telling you guys about it. To submit the map, just got to send me a message on Xbox. If it's on Halo 5, tell me. I'll go to Waypoint, I'll bookmark it. If it's on MCC, on Halo 2 Anniversary, just send me a message. I'll add you, and I'll look at your file share, save it, and go look at it in custom games, and we'll take a quick look, or I'll look at it in theater, probably the best place to look. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this map. Again, this is another map that I made without using anyone else's prefabs. This door also here is actually of my own. Is actually free was a free build by me as well. There's no prefabs on this map besides those Covenant crates that I made. Everything else here is specifically made by me. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I keep saying that because it also helps. It really does help the channel. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.